I'm going to do a quick emergency repair. My rear brakes, 2000 Audi A8. One of these rear pads broke off and it is cutting into the rotor. I have no way of turning this, but we are out at the U2 Joshua Tree location, western side, Death Valley. And luckily I had the pads already in the back of my trunk. Very simple to open this up. You need 2 wrenches, 15 millimeter to hold this one, 13 millimeter to hold this one on the outside. This goes here, but I've already snapped it out. All you have to do is release it backwards. You don't even have to take the bottom one out. This is what you need right here. That's it. See that? Very simple. That comes out. And that, look at that. Tore it up. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I have no fucking way of turning this, obviously. I just need to get back home. Nothing will happen. It's just the pad is going to wear out a little bit unevenly, but it's better ruining the pad than getting stuck here. We got 1,700 miles when we head back home. But that's all you need to take out, and then you need a C-clamp. Let me show you. Once you have the vice grips in here, you want to apply just a little bit of pressure. And with channel locks or vice grips or another one here, you want to grab the piston here and turn it clockwise so it screws back in, and the pressure you're applying with the vice grip is just slightly, just to allow it to move inward, but not enough. Don't put too much where it won't allow you to turn it, but that's all, just slight pressure. Once you secure the clamp, watch the cylinder turn. See that? That's all you need. Just a little bit of pressure. Pop it in. Make sure you don't pinch the boot. Just grab the piston, but make sure you don't pinch the boot, and do it till it gets all the way in. You may have to readjust your vice grips. A couple of turns here and a readjust here. A couple of turns here and a readjust here. Alright, you see the pistons already pushed in. So with the vice grips, you tighten just a little bit. Channel locks or another pair of vice grips, you turn clockwise and you just go back and forth. Tighten the vice grip, turn here 2 or 3 times. Tighten the vice grip, turn here 2 or 3 times, and gradually the piston goes in. Just again, be careful not to pinch the rubber. When you're holding this piece here, ease it in here. Just be careful, because you do that, you're going to be screwed. But you have to keep the vice grips on there to compress while this is being pushed in. I mean, this is strictly emergency what I'm doing here, but nothing's going to happen to it with a rough end on this side, that's for damn sure, but it'll get me home. So all you need are channel locks. Channel locks, vice grip, 15 millimeter, 13 millimeter, and of course your floor jack. When you have to grab the caliper and wiggle it back and forth and pull it toward you at the same time, because you need to move it this way toward you to allow clearance to set the new pad in its place. And here's the grip point on here and here. See it right there? And that's it. Make sure these springs are set right there. And that one's in. And now we're going to push this, pull the screw out so it clears this. You can push this one in by hand here and it'll go right in. You may have to, with your finger or screwdriver here, adjust the spring, which allows this to line up. Once this lines up, you're going to have to hold it here with a 15 millimeter, and then you can tighten this one in. And that's it. There's no way they're going to fall out. Once you tighten this up with the 13 millimeter being held by the 15, that's it. Calipers in place. Shoes are in place. You can line this back up to the holes here where your lug nuts are going. Put the cap back on the reservoir up front and tap it. This is not the ideal thing to do. Again, you know, you should turn it, but fuck, we're out in the middle of nowhere. And I had to send somebody to go to a Home Depot to get that vice grip. I usually carry tools, but not the vice grip. Now I can go take it back and get my tire back in there. And man, these things were in bad shape. Take a look at that. Look at that. That's enough to get us back home. Now we can enjoy the weekend here at the fallen U2 Joshua tree. All right, quick repair. Peace.